Welcome to What's on Your Mind. I am Reverend Keven Kadel. What's on my mind is the whole Megillah. The mind in What's on my mind is conscious thought, unconscious thought, feeling, and intuition. The continuing premise is that your mind co-creates with a universal force for good. That universal force for good is greater than you. That universal force for good is within you and surrounds you. By examining and changing your mind, by changing your thoughts, feelings, and intuitions for the better, you heal and grow consciousness, and your life gets better. Last episode, I touched upon the difference between focus and fixation. This time, I delve into missing what is right in front of you. Years ago, I was a principal in a motorcycle repair business, and somewhat surprisingly, one of the more common accidents are motorcycles being rear-ended while stopped behind another car at a traffic light. The driver that hits the bike never saw the bike, only the car in front of the motorcycle. And that's one reason riders like me stop in the gap to the left or right of cars stopped at traffic lights. Missing what is right in front of you is a phenomenon known as inattentional or perceptual blindness. It's a term coined in the early 1990s by Arian Mack and Irvin Rock. Inattentional or perceptual blindness is kind of similar to target fixation. Whereas target fixation misses what is on the periphery, inattentional blindness misses important activity happening front and center. The intention is to have focus and be open to other new information, to be open to the whole Megillah, the focus and everything around you. And all of that is crucial to live the better life you imagine. Stick around for a practice which helps you avoid fixation, avoid that inattentional blindness, and it also helps you improve that trinity of focus, taking it all in, and opening to something greater. Inattentional blindness is especially common when something is challenging or when one is tired or stressed. And that stress takes consciously directed thought, takes it kind of out of play. And in its place are unconscious habits, patterns, and beliefs. Inattentional blindness is common when one also has an attentional bias, like a favorite shape or color or person. For example, a driver might be biased to seeing only other cars and perceptually blind to motorcycles that are directly in front. Healthy focus is essential to heal and grow consciousness. And that focus is balanced with recognizing and appreciating everything about your life and everything about the surrounding world. That balance helps you create and live a more loving, more peaceful, more joyous, and more compassionate life. There are many clips demonstrating inattentional blindness. Knock yourself out finding them on the internet. One of the most famous demonstrations is one in which viewers are asked to count the number of times a basketball is passed between a group of people. And while the ball is being passed around, a person dressed in a gorilla suit walks through the middle of the activity. Over 50% of the viewers fail to notice the person in the gorilla suit. Metaphysically, as your attention diverges from your intention, there is a tendency to miss central parts of the better life you create with living spirit. And therefore, there's an especially good benefit of a prepared consciousness. When viewers of an inattentional blindness trial are prepared by being calm and clear and relaxed, a much higher percentage take in the whole scene. All five senses can experience inattentional or perceptual blindness. As stress levels decrease and with a calm and clear mind, you observe your life more accurately. Your life then are those effects caused by your mind co-creating with the force for good. As you more accurately observe all your life, the whole Megillah, you recognize and appreciate that good in your life, and you recognize and correct course from the not so good. Generally, spiritual practices direct mind, direct thoughts, direct feelings, and intuitions. And together, those powerfully co-create with the force for good that is within you and surrounds you. This episode, the practice is intended to help you take in the whole Megillah, to recognize and appreciate what is front and center in your life, as well as what is in your periphery. Again, use your favorite technology. Set several daily reminders with the instructions for this breathing exercise. Generally, you're going to breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. You're going to hold for 1 second, and you're going to breathe out through your mouth for 8 seconds. And then hold for 1 second and repeat the cycle. Now, on the in-breath, breathing in through your nose, you're going to push your navel down and out as you're breathing in. And then hold for 1 second and notice the change from inhale to exhale. During the exhale, you're going to purse your lips and resist the exhale. And you're going to push your navel towards your spine as you are breathing out over those 8 seconds. Hold for 1 second, notice the change from exhale to inhale, and then begin the inhale, begin the cycle again. Do at least 4 cycles. 4 cycles are going to take you all of a minute. Singers, wind and brass players learn and master this kind of breathing. As a sax and a horn player, I can attest that this breathing calms the mind, it focuses the mind, as well as opens the mind. In so doing, you direct thoughts, you direct feelings, you direct intuitions towards the positive and the productive. You more consciously co-create with that universal force for good and live the better life you envision. You do this so that you experience and express more love, peace, joy, and compassion for yourself and for all the lives that your life touches. I know and trust you are lovable, loved, and loving. Until next time, farewell. Thanks for viewing this episode of What's on Your Mind from Vida Spiritual Learning Center. If you found this meaningful, please leave a comment, question, or suggestion in the chat. For more information, please visit vidaslc.org. and consider making a tax-deductible contribution to support Vida's free programs. Remember to like, share, follow, and subscribe. Check out a new episode of What's on Your Mind every Tuesday.